In this video, we're going to walk through a few different options for setting membership for Edsby groups. As our first example, we're going to take a look at a group here called Italy Travel Journal. And the idea here is we have some students traveling abroad. They are posting updates, maybe pictures from their trip, and we want to make this available to members of our community that might be interested in what's going on there. So in a situation like this, what we're likely going to do is set up membership options so that anybody who wants to find this can. And what you'll see is that we've got a link here that says Find More. So what people see in that Find More page is a function of basically which groups are set to allow themselves to be visible in the directory. And it's all determined by role. So let's take a look at this. In Italy Travel Journal, I'm going to go into the setup form for the group. This is the same form that we see when we're first creating a group. In this case, the group already exists. And you'll see two parameters here that are important to how this is made visible inside Edsby. The first is this field that says Show To. And you'll notice that we've set this to be shown to parents, students, teachers and administrators, and all staff. So even ancillary staff would be able to come in and see this. So when any user in Edsby comes in and they click that Show More button, they're going to see that there is a group with the name Italy Travel Journal. Now, when they see that group, there is a choice here about whether membership is going to be open or closed. And open membership means that anybody who wants to can open the Italy Travel Journal, and they can begin browsing, and based on permissions they might even be able to post an update if they want to. A closed group wouldn't allow anybody in until they ask permission. So any parent might see that the Italy Travel Journal exists, but in order to enter it and view what's inside, they would need to request access when they do find it in the list. So those are the options here for groups that can be browsed or discovered inside the system. As another example, let's take a look at the all staff group. So this is a brand new group. We have not set anything up here in terms of membership. And in the setup form, there is a portion here called automated membership that we want to use. Now, the reason we're doing this is the assumption for all staff is that if you are a staff member, you must be a part of this group. And if you're not a staff member, you have no reason to be in this group. In fact, you don't even need to know that this group exists. So you'll see that in this instance, we said Show To No One, which means unless I explicitly put you in this group, you're never going to be a part of it. So one of the moderators needs to invite you in. Because nobody can see it, it makes sense that membership would be closed. So in this instance, we have to invite people in or make them members in some way in order for them to participate. So for this, I'm going to use the automated membership portion of this. And what it allows us to do is specify different user types that we want to automatically get this group. And in this case, we want, for example, our teachers and our administrators and our guidance staff, all of the roles that we have defined as staff roles, senior admins here, our school IT, and even our ancillary staff. So basically, for any kind of staff member inside the school, we're going to subscribe you automatically. You don't get a choice about it. And then if somebody is no longer one of these types, we're going to go ahead and unsubscribe them. And really, that's all I need to do here. If you're a member of these groups, great. If not, you won't know that this group exists, and you don't have to worry about it. All right, what about an example where we can't necessarily use automated membership? A good example here would be like Class of 22. So here is a group for just students graduating in 2022. Maybe we even want to invite some parents in if there are parents that are participating in this in some way. So there are a couple ways to invite folks in. One is I can go to the Invite button here. The challenge with the Invite button, though, is number one, I need to know the names, the individual names of the people that I want to invite. So for example, here's Juan Epstein, who is an 11th grade student, but I need to know who those others are. Now, when I invite them, they also need to accept the invitation. So this isn't the best option if I want to guarantee that every 11th grader has the Class of 2022 group on their desktop. So instead, I'm going to use a different feature. I'm going to come back to my home screen, and I will go to the student Zoom. We could do the same thing from a staff Zoom or a parent Zoom. But in this case, I want to invite some students in, and I'm really only interested in our 11th graders. Those are the ones that will be graduating in 2022. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to the gear icon, and I'm going to select these 6 students. You can see that I'm showing 6 of 41 students, and 6 of them are selected. So for the selected students, I can come to this menu and I can say, let's invite these 6 students to a group. I'm going to specify the group here as a class of 2022. And down here I have 2 buttons. One is invite, and invite works just like the invite to individual students. So if I choose invite, all 6 students will get an invitation to join this group. What I really want to do in this instance is I want to add. By choosing add, we are automatically making these 6 students members, and they don't need to accept. It's simply going to be there on their account, and they really don't have the option to opt out. So go ahead and add those 6 members, and now we're done. If I wanted to go back in and add particular other staff members or parents, I could do that as well, because groups can include any combination that we want. So those are a few different methods for inviting folks into a group, and hopefully that helps. Have fun. Thanks.